Right. Till others join, let's quickly discuss this. I have sent you all email. Actually, this is it. So in every year, we are normally offering some special courses to our students. So this is not compulsory, but if you wish, you can select one of these courses. Just see here. And so here I have mentioned about few courses that we are offering this time, added new courses too. So this is not just actually taught by me, and some of the courses actually there are separate lecturers, especially when it comes to the Western music, audio production and engineering. We have a music director who's specialized in the particular area, and he's good in vocal training, Western music and audio production, engineering, like single instrument bands. Single instrument bands means you can play orchestra or all the instruments just using your computer. So those are called MIDIs, musical instrument digital interface, MIDI, and MIDI processing, MIDI composing, and MIDI mixing. Also mixing with the natural music and all these things together, it's called audio engineering. It's a very popular subject, but we don't have a proper place to study. So that is a drawback here. We have introduced that course with a specialized person in the particular area, so you can enjoy that if you like to learn music and computing together. And another subject that I would like to highlight is photography and multimedia production. So photography and multimedia production, actually I'm going to do this because you know that I'm into photography. One of my hobbies coming under photography. So, and I'm just also owner of CR Photography, which is a leading photography organization. Or it's not organization, it's actually kind of a company, but initially I started as a hobby and now I have set up that as a company. So under that, you will be learning about the DSLR cameras, digital cameras, and also about the shutter aperture and ISO white balance in the technical sides of these DSLR cameras, and also about the post-processing using retouching using Lightroom, Photoshop, and Photoshop actions or the recorded procedures, and also editing and publishing and basics of cinematography. So this is the photography and multimedia production course, which is in the second. And there's another one, IoT, robotics and innovation. I will do one part of that, not everything, because there's a specialized teacher for this IoT, robotics and innovation, and we will train you practically using some like development boards, right? And it is specially, this is I think one and only course available for innovation, because innovation it's very difficult to train innovation. It's not possible to actually, it's not possible. Cannot say, so innovation should come through your effort. It's a result of your effort. Innovate. Innovation cannot be taught. But the thing is, we will trigger it. අපේ idea එක තමයි අපි trigger කරනවා. අපි එක එක පැති වලින් ඔයගලන්ට ideas දෙනවා. So the true idea should come from you, and the particular thing we will help you to develop as innovation, and even the patenting, getting patent rights, or showing that in the exhibitions in national and international level. So we will guide up to that. So if you love innovation, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, so that is a wonderful course. Even I like to learn that because I only know one part of that. I know the IoT part only. So, but the robotics and innovation, I would like to explore, because there's another guy, another teacher who's teaching the particular subject. And the same teacher or same lecturer is teaching for hardware networking, mobile phone and laptop repairing. Unfortunately, you can't select the last course, which is ethical hacking, because your age is not up to the requirement, because the minimum age to do ethical hacking is age 16. So you need to be 16 or above. Unfortunately, you can't select that course. Other than that, the other courses you can select. And for the 3D animation, multimedia, graphic design, there's another lecturer who specializes in the particular area. As I know, 1 or 2 of your class has done that program also. So that is also interesting. Nice. I have seen nice innovative, yes, nice and innovative advertisements, portfolios done by one of your friends in that class. I really like to see such talents. Right, okay. I hope I have introduced all the courses, right? So if you like to join, please let me know. Then I can give you more details about this. Okay, Tinura and Harisa, no need to worry. I was just waiting for you all and I just explained the courses that we have. So still, I haven't started the lesson. So let's move to the lesson. So under grade 8 English medium, we have discussed about the computer errors and troubleshooting. So under that, we were discussing about the slowness. That is one of the most common errors. Everyone faced that issue. So we tried to resolve that and we tried to find the solutions for that. And we have understood the major issues causing the slowness. And then today we are going to discuss about these other things like showing advertisements. How can we stop and why these advertisements are displayed to us? So we are going to learn about that today. Okay, so please go to the note. It is number 3, showing advertisements. So we are going to discuss about that. Basuru, you have to send me a WhatsApp message, then I'll send you the details about the question that you have asked. Please drop me a WhatsApp message. I'll send all the details, right? Okay, showing advertisements. This can happen to you all when you want to download a software or download a movie or download something. Mostly by force, you are given a chance to click on these advertisements. So why is the reason? Okay, let's search something like this. So this mostly happen when you do some non-genuine task. Let's say you want to download Adobe Photoshop, the tracked one. So not original one, a tracked one. You need to download that. Then you can see there are some links, and I'm going to access. Okay, freeforpc.org. I'm going to access this website. Then you can see nicely drafted website, and it's giving you Adobe Photoshop for free. Nice, right? So because you need to pay 100,000 to buy that license, and it's going to be free now. So lovely, wonderful. But when you're going to click this, so what will happen? So let's click this download setup. You can see it's displaying advertisements. Here it's generating some things and displaying advertisements. That's it. So why this happen? You can see it's continuously redirecting, displaying different advertisements. So what's the reason? For displaying advertisements, they get some payment. That's why they are interested in showing these advertisements. For redirecting, sometimes they are their gain is something else. Maybe they try to hack into your PC or get unauthorized access or generate phishing links, try to get personal information from you, some of the things, or it can be just to display some promotional advertisements because they will get paid. They'll be paid for that, right? So that is the reason. So how can we detect this? So then if you click on this link also, you can see it's generating that advertisement. So what is the download?
It's another software.
Sorry?
I think it's another software.
Yeah, can be another software, but anyway, it's again displaying advertisement. So how can we access the real link? So how can we find that?
So we have to find that.
How?
How?
That's what I'm asking. How do we find?
Like
we have to go to the advertisement
going
to
for the
get the
Adobe
software.
website.
Yeah, that is genuine one. So if you need the genuine one, you can go to the Adobe site and download, but you have to pay for the license. You don't like to pay for license because license will cost you 100,000. Are you going to pay that? So I'm not sure. So if you are good, yes, you are good. If you can pay and with that.
Sir,
Yes.
you can get free ads from Spotify though.
Yes, you can get free.
So we have to check all sites.
Yeah, you
To
have
find the
to
correct-
outside, and another way of doing that, when you go to some links, Pute, you can see the location is indicated in the status bar here. So let's see. So this is the status bar, right? It is underneath here below. So when you go to some links, here I'm going to this link. Can you see the status bar is updated here? Or purple color එක බලන්න මෙන්න මෙතන in the status bar you can see the location here. Can you see the location?
Yes, sir.
So location says free for pc.org, IOBIT uninstaller, ProCrack, free download, right? You can see that. So that link is navigating to the particular location. Okay, that is one way of searching. But when you go to this one and download setup, can you see such thing? Can you
No,
see?
sir.
No, then it's suspicious, right? It's suspicious because we cannot see anything. Seems suspicious. But when you go try to go this link, is it displaying? It's displaying, right? You can see. When you go this
Sir,
one,
does that mean if it's not appearing, it is suspicious?
yes. If it is not appearing, that means something hidden there. That's the reason. That's the reason why it's not. But appearing is also not giving you assurance, right? So that is another thing. If it is not appearing, it's suspicious. That is true. But if it is appearing, that doesn't mean that it is not suspicious. Right? Maybe the link can be still suspicious, but at least you can see the destination. At least you know where you are going to go. Here, for an example, you can see this one, userdrive.com, some kind of drive and a path. Let me click. And it's not displaying advertisement this time. Instead of that, it's going to this user drive. And it's trying to, but in these sites and all, it's like generating some advertisements. But mainly you can see it's somewhat okay, right? But here, so let's click on this arm not robot. And now you can see the create download link. Again, what will happen? It's also suspicious, right?
It'll redirect again.
Yeah, it's again trying to redirect us to advertisement or something. When I click this, you can see again advertisements are displayed, right? These are paid advertisements. Again, okay, click here to download. Now this time you can see it's giving some kind of link, like you can see the file name even. What is the file
I
name?
think it's a correct link.
Now it's correct because free download.rar, it's displaying the RAR up to the file, it's displaying. So when I click this, it should navigate to the file. Right, then පළවෙනි පාර click කරාම add එකට. දෙවෙනි පාර හරි file එකට. So here you can see, and still it's displaying some advertisements, right? So that's why I said, even though the link you can see, still you cannot assure that it will go to a particular place, but still it's trying to display an advertisement and get the benefit of that in the last moment even, because it's going to give something free, which is a paid version. So trying to get the advantage of that. Now it's start downloading, right? Let me cancel it. I don't want that. I just want to show you the status, right? That's all. Okay. So the reason number one, now you know why advertisements are displayed. Because it is a business, right? Showing advertisement.
They'll get paid for it.
Yes, they will get paid. It's a
They
business.
get paid from that advertisement.
Okay, showing advertisements. Most of the free download sites
Get paid for the advertisement. Is it?
yes, get paid.
So that's why they give it free.
Yes, most of the free download sites are get paid for advertising, for displaying advertisements. You need to check the links. It will
So it's you need to check the links.
you need to check the links. It will be in the status bar. You need to check the links before you click. Before click. But that is not assuring, right? that is also not an assurance. It's not guaranteeing that it's not an advertisement, but some kind of, at least you know the location that you're going to navigate. It's indicated in the status bar. And it can be one of the previous reasons, the fake sites, or these like suspicious website, fake links, suspicious mails, right? It can be due to malicious software. So those are also displaying advertisements. So how to stop? So here I have right solution. Solution for this: scan and be aware. Malicious links. So we already know what are these malicious links, and also you don't write down more details on that. The solution is scan and refrain from clicking if it is unwanted. So don't try to click it. If it is unwanted, you don't want to. Okay. That's it. Please write down this. So it can be due to malicious software. It can be due to malicious links or unwanted phishing links. It can be due to forceful advertisements. Another solution to this is install anti-malware tools and ad blockers. Install anti-malware tools and ad blockers. These are
How do
special.
we, the anti-malware means that VPN, right?
No. These are special utility tools. So what are the utility tools? Software, system software programs support operating system functions. Those are called utilities. So anti-malware, malware means malicious software, more anti-malware means the software which are stopping those things. Simple. So antivirus is anti-malware, anti-adware is anti-malware, or anti-spamming tool is anti-malware. Right? Then there are more, right? Anti-spamming, anti-trojan, anti-adware, anti-virus.
Anti-tracking.
Anti-spamming, anti-sniffing.
Antibacterial.
Antibacteria. So do we have bacteria in computers? Yes, sometimes rarely it calls bacteria, but the bacteria basically comes for biological things. Bacteria kila virus ekak tiyena. Bacteria kind of virus is there, but we don't call that. Anti-worms, you can say anti-worm. Anti-worm is one. So likewise, this anti-malware is a common name given for all the kind of software stopping malicious software. Ad blockers you can install, right? You can install ad blocker. How? You can simply go to this website, this triple dot then more tools. Under that, you have extensions. Under the extensions, you have something called this triple lines. Again, there you have Open Chrome Web Store. Open Chrome Web Store. Then you can click that and check for ad blockers.
Excuse me, sir. I tried ad blockers in Chrome Web Store, but it didn't work correctly.
Sometimes some advertisements are blocked, but I think you are having like so Chrome extension for ad blocking will only stop the advertisements displayed in the Chrome. But there can be malware tools which are actually displaying advertisement which is external to Chrome. Then how can it stop? Then no way. Chrome එකේ ඇතුළේම run වෙන advertisements නවත්ත ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි Chrome එකෙන් එළියෙන් run වෙනවා නම් virus එකකින් run වෙනවා නම් then how can it stop? Then it will not be able to stop. Sometimes sometimes there is a virus running in your background. So then only this happens. These advertisements up, then you have to install anti ad blocker to your computer, not to the Chrome. Ad blocker to your computer. Ad blocker tool එකක් install කරන්න. You have to download and install. Not to the web browser. Web browser එකට දාලා බෑ. Here for Firefox also there are extensions.
Can't we download a ad blocker from Microsoft Store or whatever it is?
Yeah, there are some. Here also you can go to the more tools, and again you can go to the extensions or add-ons, and you can find ad blockers there, right? So ad blockers are there for Firefox also. But for each browser, there are ad blockers. You can try to install that and stop this. That will stop the browser advertisement. But if you need to download like anti-adware, there are tools, right? Anti-adware tools or AW cleaner from the Malwarebytes. So these are some Avast anti-adware scanner. So these are some. Okay, I think you got the idea about the adwares and how to stop them. So let's move back to the note. Automatic restart in or turn off. What are the causes? Automatic restart.
Virus?
Yes, it can be a malicious tools. So virus is only one category. So always use the general term.
Virus or have a Trojan.
Overheat.
Okay, please listen. Please listen. Virus is just a single instant of malware. So use the common term malicious software for all the things. Then the Trojans, worms, everything comes, right? So don't mention this separately. Trojan venama kiyanne ehema onne hai. Trojan, adware, spyware, sniffing tools, rootkit, backdoors, trapdoors, viruses, worms, everything coming under the general category of malicious software. Malicious kiyala kiyane harmful. Malicious means harmful or hateful. It's coming under harmful or hateful software. So generally you can write malicious software. So the solution, yes, solution is
Overheat.
overheat. Solution is scan for malware and remove them. It can be overheat, yes. Overheat.
Please, sir, if we have large files, is it overheating our device?
It can be due to large process, or it can be due to some software. It can be even due to a malware. Solution, check fans and also clean dust. This can be due to heavy use of processor by some software or malware. Check processor status too. So because it can be due
How
to
to check status in the phone?
how to check status
In phone, mobile phone.
mobile phone. CPU is it? You can use a utility tool like
So how
CPU.
to check that, sir?
You can download a tool called CPU is it? There are some similar software in mobile phone to check the status of your processor. CPU,
Software name, sir?
sorry,
So what's the name of software?
CPU is it?
Thank you,
CPU
sir.
is Z, CPU Z or CPU Z. Okay, that is one tool that you can check the status of your processor in your mobile phone, right? Okay, then do you need to see this? If you want to see, let me show it quickly. This way.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So I download the CPU set one and I open
Okay.
and so
Yes.
so what to do after that?
Just open it and you can see the status like this, right? You can see, let me share the screen. Okay, this is the CPU is at status. You can see it's my mobile phone. So you can see it says the processor and the processor load is just displayed. So the speed, clock speed, processor load, and how many the process, and all these things are displayed here. GPU load is like 0%, but this load, if this load is too high, then it's generating unnecessary heat. And this is about the memory. You can see 32% of the memory is utilized, right? It's a safe zone. It's in the safe zone. So the system, so these are some advertisements again at there. So these are forceful advertisements, you know, right? And this is the system status. And you can see different state like battery status, thermal status. So you can see, so CPU heat and all these things, and also the sensors. So different things you can check using this.
Okay.
Right? So more information about your device. Okay, let me stop sharing and share back my screen. This can be done for your mobile phone too. Right. Then, so overheat. So what are the other issues? Can you tell me other issues which can cause restart?
Files,
Sorry?
large files.
Large files, how it can automatically turn off your computer? I wonder.
Also, I'm telling about overheat.
Overheat.
Overload on hard drive.
Overload. Doesn't make
If CPU is going high,
Yeah, so that all these are overheat, no? All these are overheat. So processor stays kicking and all these things can be solve the problem, can be used to solve the problem. So I'm asking some other problems which can cause restarting. It can be
installing software,
yes, it can be due to some
updates,
software. Okay, updates, partially updates. It can be due to some updates, and it can be due to partially, don't write, partially installed updates. And it can be due to partially installed software or operating system. It can be due to software bugs or errors. So these are possible issues. So updates. Some updates may cause unwanted troubles, such as restarting. Some update may cause unwanted troubles like restarting, such as restarting. Due to compatibility issues. Because it's not compatible with your computer or your computer hardware. So that can be one reason of then you can reverse the update. Solution, reverse or uninstall. Partially installed updates. So that is obviously causing some unwanted trouble. So you can reverse or uninstall. If not possible, do system restore. There's something called system restore. Some of the students are asking, so my computer, I'm getting these errors. My computer is now not functioning as earlier, giving some errors, giving some troubles. So the solution can be system restore. The solution can be system restore. Means reset it to one of the previous status. Reset it to one of the previous status. So it is possible to remember the status of the you can set a system restore points. So if your computer is smoothly running without any trouble, you can set a restore point. So I'll teach you now. Finish writing? Hello? I hope still writing. Okay, let's finish writing all these things then. Okay, partially installed software operating system solution.
Done writing, sir.
Okay, solution is reinstall. Here also actually you can do reinstall, right? I couldn't write, sorry. Reinstall, reverse or uninstall. For this also, a solution is reinstall or uninstall. Software bugs, errors. Again, you can reinstall or uninstall. Patch, reinstall, uninstall, patch or update. Patching means solving it temporarily, right? You can install some patch. Patch දානවා කියන්නේ වාහනවලත් fire වලට. If there are bugs, errors, you can patch it. Okay, please finish writing this and let's see how to set the restore point. So if your computer is running smoothly, it's advisable to set a restore point.
Done writing, sir.
Okay.
Sir, mother. Sir, are we doing it now?
Yeah, you can share it. One of you guys can share the screen.
Sir, can you show the note again after this?
Sorry.
Sir, I shared.
Sir, can you show the note after this again?
Yeah, I'll show it again after this, right? Please let me know if you're not right, you have not done, please let me know, then I can. Okay, so here, so you have to first check in the search bar, go there and search for system restore. No, this is Google search, wrong. Go to your search bar in your computer, the Windows search, which is clear to Cortana, yes, there you can search system restore.
System restore.
Please search system restore. You have to type there system restore.
System
Restore.
sorry. Restore.
Right, then you can see create a restore point. Can you see? I think all of you can see there, create a restore point, this one. You have to, so when your computer is running smoothly, this you have to do when your computer is running smoothly, right? Don't do that if your computer is like giving troubles, then it is not a good position to restore. So some good memories you have to keep, no? Therefore, you can create a restore point if your computer is running smoothly. You can just click on that. Click on that.
Okay.
Click on system restore point, and that will give you a wizard or panel to set a restore point. So the advantage of this is basically, so when you set a restore point, in case if you get any trouble, or let's say maybe day after tomorrow, your computer has a problem. It says the operating system damaged, some files damaged, or some functions are not working. Then you can restore back to the previous status.
That means that if I go to system restore, if my computer faces some problem and if I go to system restore, the computer gets restored.
Yes, restore to the point that you have set. That is the advantage. Right? You have to check, like if you want to, for an example, if you want to set a system restore for the system operating system C, you can just configure it. You can go to the configure and set it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, configure and then set the restore point. Okay. Here you have to turn on the system protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn on system.
Right. So that will create a backup, right? Right. That will create a backup of your system, and you can just apply and yes, apply and okay, and that will create a backup point for your hard operating system. Then click OK. So that's it.
Okay.
It's very simple, right? So then actually device by device, the operating system, you have set the protection. So images, if you want, you can set. Likewise, it shows.
So then can I close this panel?
Yeah, you can click OK to close it, not close, OK to close it, and then that will be applied, right? So then now it's only set for the operating system, right? But if you use multiple restore points, you can configure accordingly. Okay, who else?
This will faster computer.
Sorry?
Is it will faster computer?
No, it's not boosting your speed. It's not doing anything with that. It's only setting the restore point. So that is not to make your computer faster. So it will be slower sometimes because you have backup also. Okay. So that is not a way to make computer faster. That is way to make the computer secure and safe. Because in case of a damage, you can go to the next previous restore point. Okay. Here also you can. Then you can search system restore, and you can create a system restore point.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
It's free, right?
Rehansa, yes, repeat it. Cannot hear you properly.
Is it free, right?
Rewrite.
Free.
Free.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's free. It's free. It's feature of operating system. You can see. That is also there. Again, you can configure. You can turn on the protection. And after that, you can create. Okay. So after configure, you just create a Resto Point and give a name. Maybe the date. Right. So after doing that, just create a point and give the name. Then you can reset back to the previous state if you want. Yeah. That is must, right? Harisa, I couldn't inform you, like you have to create that, right? So after configure, please create that and that will set the Resto Point. So I couldn't tell that, sorry, that's my mistake. Okay, now it's created successfully and you can just click OK. And then when you want to restore back, you can go to the system restore. Again, go to the system restore. System restore. Restore. Okay. And okay, you can just go to the recovery there. And here, no. Yes, open system restore. Yes, second one. Yeah. And it shows the status, right? When you have saved and all, it shows and asking you to revert back to that point. Right? That is how you can restore.
If we want to reset, must we click reset this PC or recovery?
Recover.
Ah, okay.
Reset will change the settings to the beginning state. It's only change the settings. Now you can see these are the Windows 11 fresh update. That is your manually created Resto Point, right? The dates and all you can see. It is advisable to have Resto Points in your computers. Okay, then you can reverse it back. In case something happen, you can always try for a restore. Even this is sometimes working for viruses even. Virus එකක් ආවොත් එතකොට අපිට සමහර වෙලාවට restore කරලා අයින් කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Only for some viruses, right? But some viruses are attacking more deeper level. For them, we can't do that. But for surface level viruses, restore will work. Okay, so other than that, there can be hardware errors. Hardware errors. Such as RAM, hard disk, or it can be a processor. It can even be motherboard or VGA. These are critical failures causing your computer actually to restart. So it's making your computer unhealthy. So these are errors. So what solutions? Any solutions? Clean and refix. Sorry, first you have to remove. Then clean and fix again. That is the simplest. Check for power issues. If not working, fix a new device. That is the final solution. It can be power issues too. So you know the solution. Check power issues. Check batteries. So those are the solutions for power issues. Okay, now we learned how to fix these errors, basically which causing restart. So this is actually headache when your computer get restarted suddenly by prompting you errors. So it's really, really unreliable because you can't work with. When your computer gives such troubles, you can't work with the computer, because when you do some task, it's half a way gone. So let's say you are doing video editing. What happens if restarting the rendering time, exporting time, all gone? You have to start. Maybe to render or export a video, it will take hours. What happens if it restart or struck in the last minute? When you're editing a picture, when you're editing a video, if it struck and restart, what happens? So those are unnecessary troubles. So now it's getting easy. So peripheral device errors. Peripheral device means, what are the peripheral device? You can say within bracket, keyboard, mouse, printer, scanner, webcam.
Peripheral devices means?
These are connected external to the motherboard. Devices which are connected external to the motherboard are peripheral. So it's very simple. Clean and refix. Plug to another device and recheck. If not working, fix new device. It's a very simple process. Plug to another device and recheck. Maybe you can install drivers too. Drivers, I said that drivers are special system software programs which are used to introduce hardware. So in case if it is not working, you can try to fix the drivers. If not, fixing a new device will solve the problem. Let's say you have your printer is not working. First, you have to clean and refix all the plugs, all this power, disconnect the power, and try to refix that. If it is working, fine. If not, so you can try to install the drivers and recheck. So plug it again, install drivers, plug it again, and try. If it's also not working, plug it to another device and recheck. Maybe recheck by installing drivers again to that device. That is also not working. So then we have to repair, fix, or fix a new device. So here actually or repair. Because if it is a printer-like thing, you can't give up in just instantly giving up is not possible. No? Then you can try to actually fix the error, or you can try to repair it. Okay, then time errors. Time errors. So this can be due to a time error, can be due to BIOS, CMOS battery. So mostly due to CMOS battery. CMOS battery is a special battery in the motherboard which is protecting and providing voltage to CMOS chip. CMOS is a special chip in the motherboard, but that chip has the data or the settings written by the user to manufacturer's BIOS program, or basically alteration or the settings related to basic input-output system, which is installed by the manufacturer, is stored in the CMOS memory. Actually, power is given to the CMOS battery. So this is there in your laptop, this is there in your desktop too. If this battery is drained, or if battery is not working, right? So then what will happen? So your date time will be displayed with some error. Maybe it will reset to the original date set by the manufacturer. So if it is like that, then the first thing is you have to replace the battery. It will not cost you much. It's less than 300 rupees. You can just try to replace the battery. If it is not working, maybe it's connectivity issue to the motherboard. You can check the motherboard also. If it is also not working, so the ultimate solution is replacing the entire motherboard. So that is in the worst case, right?
But sir, how can we like take the motherboard outside?
So you have to remove the casing and get it outside.
Oh my God.
Okay, time errors. So write down. Date time is a basic setting maintained by a special chip called complementary metal oxide semiconductor, CMOS. Manufacturer has installed special program called BIOS, basic input output system, to the read-only memory of the computer. Date time and other settings related to BIOS is saved in CMOS as ROM is read-only. So manufacturer has written a program and saved into the ROM, but ROM is read-only. Therefore, the settings related to that ROM is saved in CMOS. CMOS uses small 3-volt battery to keep its memory, even when the computer is turned off. It is a long-lasting battery right? It's a long-lasting battery, but can be replaced if discharged. It can also be an error of the motherboard if the battery is new. Or if the battery has no errors. special, right? Sorry, special is say, but not E. This is correct. Settings related to BIOS. Right. Okay. It's sorry. So I said settings. Saved. Sorry. Okay, I hope you have written the notes. So time errors can be fixed using the BIOS or the CMOS battery. It's something like this, Pute. So in case if it is not clear, understand like this. So ROM is fixed, read only, you can't change. So there is a related memory to ROM. So that name of that is called BIOS. BIOS is a writable memory. ROM is read only. And ROM has a software called BIOS, which is written by the manufacturer. The settings related to this is
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I couldn't write a small part in the app, so can you
Yeah.
go up?
It's
Then I
written
can
in
get a
the
screenshot
CMOS.
and write.
Sure, I'll give it. Or you can refer to the recordings. That's easy.
Okay, sir, but I can get a screenshot now.
Okay, sure. So let me explain this first. So ROM is a read-only memory. So it has a software called BIOS, and the settings related to BIOS is written in CMOS. It's a writable memory, right? CMOS is a writable. And it uses a battery. So it uses a battery to give the power. This is what the CMOS battery is. You can take a screenshot of this. If this battery is drained or discharged, then you can think of refixing or resetting or changing the battery. Okay, I'll quickly go to the note that you said again. I hope you have taken the screenshot. So let's go to the note. I'm clearing out. So which part you miss? Is it this part?
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Sir, from 1 to
If you can, sir, can
2.
you show that photograph again?
No, it's erased. That's why I said you have to watch the recording. That's why I said if you're done, then I'll move. So I can't read.
Sir, can you go a little down? No, sir, a little down.
Okay, so I'll stop from here, Pute. Then good night. See you all next week.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day,
Okay,
sir.
bye, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.